Welcome to the VNN Lifestyle News Show. Let's take a look back at some of our favorite stories aired right here on VNN. This year's College Colors Day Funds for Food event resulted in another record-breaking success. Just over $70,000 was raised, all because of the generosity of college alumni clubs and residents in this community. The event, which was sponsored by Publix and organized by the Villages Media Group, supports the Wildwood Soup Kitchen, the Christian Food Pantry of Lady Lake, Beyond the Walls Food Pantry, and the Grace Tabernacle Food Pantry. After 2 weeks of donating money in the name of their designated college in an effort to help feed families in need, there was a celebration in Spanish Springs Town Square. After all the donations were counted, the Penn State Club won first place, collecting almost $19,900. Member Lila Nelson says winning was just the best feeling, but even more so because of how much the club was able to donate, since that is what they are all about. Clemson fans donated a total of just over $18,700 to finish in second place. Group leader Amy Huckabee says the more groups and people who participate, the more there is in competition, and of course, the more money that goes to those who need it. The Tri-County Ohio State University Alumni Club of the Villages was in third place with almost $8,700 in donations. Member Kathy Kreiselman says they enjoy doing what they can to support the local food pantries and seeing everyone come together to help. Event organizer Chelsea McLean, the Daily Sun marketing and magazine manager, says every year this event seems to outdo itself, and she is overwhelmed by the generosity of the residents. All of the money was split in 4 ways and given to the designated local beneficiaries: Pat Grogan, who showed her support for Florida State University, and Ron Onkels for the University of Wisconsin. Each won Most Spirited Costumes. The University of Alabama and Clemson University won for Best School Spirit. The Grace Tabernacle Church Food Pantry started in a barn on the church's grounds, led by co-directors Kathy and Steve Brunner. They kept growing, moving into their large current space in 2017. They serve more than 100 families each week, and they are grateful for the monetary donations they received from this year's College Colors Day Funds for Food Drive, organized by the Villages Media Group.
I think we're going to get about $17,000, and that will be going to help stock the shelves. This year we need food, so we're going to be stocking the shelves periodically. We're going to keep it in the bank. We're also going to keep it in the bank to pay the power bill. Our power bill is anywhere from $900 to $1,000 a month. There's a lot of seniors out there raising grandkids. There's a lot of seniors that can't afford their medical bills or their pharmaceutical bills, and they're coming in, to get some food to help them. We are blessed. The Lord just keeps blessing us. We keep growing. The food that we get in, we just turn it right around and send it out to folks. We're serving anywhere from 120 to 150, even up to 160 at 1 week. Families. This food service helps people of all walks of life. People don't need to be proud. They need to come. If they need food, that's what it's here for. That's what God is doing. He's giving you a hand up. He's giving you a hand up. If you need food, we give it to you. We probably end up about 10, sometimes 15 new families, new households every single week. We have had a hardship at times, and we've asked for donations, and we've gotten that. So I try to spread the love, is what I always tell everybody when we're bagging up bags. So let's make sure everybody gets a little bit of what we've got, and it's working. It's been working.
If you are in need of assistance, just come on by from 10 to 11:45 a.m. Tuesdays to sign up, and volunteers will gather food for you and load it into your vehicle. To make a food donation, Kathy will accept that from 8 to 11:30 a.m. Mondays on site. Grace Tabernacle Food Pantry is located at 7279 Warm Springs Avenue in Wildwood. The Christian Food Pantry in Lady Lake, Beyond the Walls Food Pantry, and Wildwood Soup Kitchen also received more than $17,000 each thanks to the College Colors Day Funds for Food Drive. Beyond the Walls director Colleen Brooks was overwhelmed by the large donation, saying she can now start doing research on getting a new van that they could purchase so they could deliver meals to homebound people. Wildwood Soup Kitchen will use the funds all over the soup kitchen, with some of it helping them to prepare for Thanksgiving meals, as they serve around 500 families for the holiday alone. Director Barbara McManus says staff prep the food and freeze it prior to the holiday. Christian Food Pantry volunteers cannot wait to restock their shelves thanks to the donation. Up next, we're going to take you inside 2 local September 11th ceremonies.
Stay with us. More Villages lifestyle news is coming up right after this on VNN. This hurricane preparedness tip from VNN and WVLG is brought to you by the Villages Insurance.
Hi, this is WVLG staff forecaster Christopher James. Our furry friends need to be cared for during a hurricane as well. So what is the best approach? Create a pet survival kit and include, for your cat, spare litter pan, cleaning wipes, and trash bags for waste disposal. Create or purchase a pet first aid kit. You can buy kits at most pet stores, big box stores, or online. If you prefer to make your own, be sure it contains the following: gauze pads, adhesive tape, cotton balls and swabs, fresh 3% hydrogen peroxide, ice pack, disposable gloves, scissors, tweezers, antibiotic ointment, syringe or turkey baster, liquid dishwashing soap for bathing, towels, flashlight, styptic powder, saline eye solution. Make sure you have an evacuation plan for pets. Don't place multiple pets in one crate during a stressful time, even if they normally get along. The only exception is a nursing mother with babies. Confine small pets such as birds and hamsters away from cats and dogs. Predetermine a safe location and evacuation route. Know your nearest pet-friendly shelter and hotel ahead of time. Do not allow your pets to drink from puddles or eat unknown food. Keep listening for more information, including supplies, pet tips, and detailed information to keep on hand during hurricane season, presented by the Villages Insurance. And thanks for listening to Your Villages Soundtrack, WVLG.
Your Villages soundtrack is here for you throughout hurricane season and severe weather season.
Idalia, now a Category 4 hurricane.
This WVLG Hurricane Update is brought to you by Villages Insurance. Please listen carefully.
And we're also going to be joined by our forecasters, Dave Toll and Christopher James.
If you take a look at your home here in the Villages, that's getting almost 2/3 of the way up.
Rainfall in the Villages between 1 and 4 inches, and the wind speeds we expect going between 30 and 40 miles an hour during the brunt of the storm.
This Hurricane Update, we have the information you need when you need it. Stay tuned to WVLG. This is VNN.
This year was the 22nd anniversary of the terrorist attacks that forever impacted our world on September 11, 2001. Every year, meaningful remembrance ceremonies are held around the community as a way to never forget the innocent lives that were lost on that dreadful day. Here's a look at the Veterans Memorial Park of the Villages 9/11 ceremony that was held in front of the Villages Public Safety Department Station 44 on September 11th.
Today we especially remember when our country came under attack 22 years ago at the New York Twin Towers, the Pentagon in Arlington, Virginia, and the heroes on United Airplane Flight 93 in Schwenksville, Pennsylvania. Continue to be with the survivors as they remember, and the families of those falling as they remember their loved ones who have gone to be with you. May they feel your hand of love and comfort with them every day. Watch over those who are suffering mental and physical effects of what they accomplished and endured in the aftermath of all these events and attacks. Be with those who cannot be with us today due to sickness or illness or suffering. May they feel comfort that you are always with them in this their time in need. Again, we ask you, dear Heavenly Father, to be with our country at this time and allow us to take pride in those heroes and their service to your children who were in need. And may we always remember that we are one nation under our God. All this we ask In your most precious name, amen.
Over in Summerfield on September 11th, the FDNY 343 Memorial Club in the Villages had its own emotional annual event inside St. Mark Evangelist Roman Catholic Church. After this short break, area veterans are honored.
When cleaning your air ducts, it's important to clean the entire system. An air duct cleaning from Stanley Steamer removes pounds of trapped dirt, dust, and allergens from your home completely. The cleaning improves your home's indoor air quality, keeps your home cleaner longer, and can even improve the efficiency of your HVAC system. We want you to have the cleanest and healthiest indoor air possible, so call for a free inspection today.
Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
The link between falling and hearing loss is well documented. Believe it or not, people with hearing loss are 3 times more likely to have a severe fall. And we all know what happens with a severe fall. You wind up hospitalized. In a lot of cases, you break your hip. A lot of people die within 12 months of that break, unfortunately. So the great news is just treating your hearing loss significantly reduces your fall risk.
65 area military veterans experienced a day they will never forget on Wednesday. It started before sunrise as they gathered at American Legion Post 347 in Lady Lake, headed out to buses to Sanford International Airport for the Villages Honor Flight Mission 59.
It was a very moving experience, seeing the memorials, visiting Washington, D.C. This group that took us there is a fabulous group. They've done such a fabulous job. Most of all, I was moved by the Vietnam War. We had one of our classmates where we went to school, my wife and I, who was killed in the Vietnam War. So we were able to visit where his name is inscribed on the wall We left a memorial for him. We traced his name, and I said a prayer for him and for the other officers that were killed with him. It was, to me, very moving. The whole experience has been absolutely wonderful. I can't say enough about it. And to watch the escort that came in that we had, it brought tears to my eyes. This has been one of the most moving moments that I have had. I've enjoyed it thoroughly. I've talked to a couple of veterans who also expressed to me that they in fact, didn't know about that this was going on. This is one of the best things that you could do, being together with all your buddies, the veterans with who you've served with, people that you get to know, visiting Washington, D.C. It is just an absolutely wonderful experience. I would encourage any veteran to get involved, sign up, and get together and go with us. I had one of the best guardians. She took care of me. She pushed me around in a wheelchair because I have a couple of difficulties. And she pushed me around all day. She was panting a little bit at the end. She wouldn't admit it, but she was wonderful. All the guardians are wonderful. They all do a wonderful job. I'm very pumped up, I really am. Any veteran that's out there, really think about signing up and going on one of these trips. They're absolutely fabulous. They're moving. They're an experience for you. It's something you will never forget and your family will forget.
Fellow veteran Ed Halderman from Ocala was surprised by more than a dozen family members that traveled from all over the country to be inside the post to welcome Ed home. There were lots of smiles, tears, and hugs to go around. These trips are truly memorable for everyone involved, including dedicated longtime volunteer and Village's Honor Flight Refreshment Director, Marguerite Desbro.
They forget how long the day is when they get to the Walmart over in Leesburg and see the police escorting them here and they see the Corvette Club. It's so exciting for them. And when they come here and see everybody waving a flag, welcome them home. Afterwards, we have a reunion, we have socials, we have a lot of different activities afterwards, and it just continues. It's not just a one-day thing. And we're broken up into squads. So each squad has 5 people with a guardian, and they all do a lot of activities together also. I was a guardian 7 times, as you can see on my shirt. And as a guardian, you get real involved with your veterans, and I'm very, very close with my veterans. I see them quite often. One of them is in heaven, and one moved away, but the other ones I stay in touch with all the time. But it's just, you get to do so many things. You meet so many wonderful people. I just love Honor Flight. It's a very, very big passion in my life, and I hope I can do it for many, many more years, because I love what I do.
If you are a veteran who has never been to our nation's capital on a Honor Flight mission, you can go to villageshonorflight.org to fill out an application. You can also sign up to be a volunteer or a guardian on that same website. For even more about Village's Honor Flight Mission 59, take a look at Saturday's Daily Sun. Coming up next, a health club is helping residents battle a disease.
Stay with us. More Village's lifestyle news is coming up right after this on VNN. You're living the dream. Fun times and great tunes. Jackhammering the rock and roll. Delighting up the dance and R&B. It's your Village's house party on your Village's soundtrack. WVLG.
The best mix of music. The songs you love. Your Village's soundtrack. WVLG.
You're always welcome at Cody's.
Follow me right this way.
It's where friends and family meet for fun times and great food.
We enjoy the 2-for-1 happy hour from 11 to 7. We come here for the amazing nightly entertainment.
Great service and loads of smiles await you at Cody's Original Roadhouse in Brownwood and Lake Sumter Landing.
A 2022 study funded by the Parkinson's Foundation shows nearly 90,000 people are diagnosed with Parkinson's disease every year in the United States. Many symptoms can be improved through a combination of medication and exercise. Genesis Health Clubs in the Villages offers a Power with Parkinson's program dedicated to improving the balance, strength, and mobility of those living with the disease.
So it's a new group training aspect of the bigger program. We have a large Power with Parkinson's program that actually does all levels of Parkinson's. We've got assist, non-assist. We got 2 different types of non-assist, an accelerated program and a steady program, more of a medium-paced program. I have boxing training from previous, about 20 years of boxing training, and it just took a little bit of just knowledge of Parkinson's and know the value of boxing with Parkinson's. So before the program kicked off, did personal training with the clients, and boxing was a big part of it. With the program, boxing is probably 50% what we do in the program. So it's an important part of the Power with Parkinson's program, both my small group and the larger group of the fitness classes. Boxing helps in many ways. So 100% of people, especially people with Parkinson's, who get into a boxing program that's progressive, see an improvement in balance. So because falling is very much a concern when someone who's stiffer, lacking mobility, getting into a program that has a proven success like that is valuable. A lot of Parkinson's, big struggle with Parkinson's is what's happening in the brain. So the more we can make the brain wire, the neurons in the brain wire through different sensory inputs, the more we can actually affect change in the brain. So boxing, you have impact. So you're actually sending sensory from your hand. You're also doing coordination work. So coordination work is good for learning skills, for getting better at daily living activities. It's better for cognitive growth. There's probably a list of a dozen more things that it's great at, but those are the top. One aspect is it also builds confidence. With Parkinson's, there's oftentimes a lack of motivation, anxiety. And so having programming that encourages confidence, builds socialization is a huge bonus. Well, I've seen incredible motivation coming out of them. So people who struggle with just not even wanting to leave their home look forward to our group sessions, and they love it. They become advocates. So I've seen people come in the first time timid, shy, kind of reluctant, who are now the ones out there bringing people into their group. So that's kind of cool. I've seen friendships made, which you're never too old to make friends, right? I've seen people reverse symptoms of Parkinson's. So some who have a hard time picking up things, now they're punching and they're running and they're getting down and up off the ground. So physically, mentally, socially, we've just seen across the board incredible results. As somebody who works with the Power with Parkinson's program, I feel like I get the bigger benefit because I'm working with a group of people, and the Parkinson's community here displays this. They're a group of people who have more passion to live life to the fullest than I do. And that is an amazing group of people to hang out with every day. So it's awesome.
Power with Parkinson's programs are available at the Genesis Health Clubs in the Villages locations in Spanish Springs and Brownwood. Up next, we have one final story for you, so don't go away.
Stay with us. More Villages lifestyle news is coming up right after this on VNN.
Going on now at Kart World Golf Cars, the summer clearance. All new 2023 club cars and Garias must go.
Buy now and save big. Model year and discounts up to $1,250.
Whether you're in the market for a 2, 4, or 6-seater with gas, electric, or lithium power, Kart World has it.
There's never been a better time to buy.
Hurry, don't miss out. When these cars are gone, so are these prices.
G50, G50, B50.
B15, bingo! In your face, Earl!
She said G50. I got bingo.
When you have hearing problems, it's the little details you miss.
We can help. Take our 7-day free trial. In your face, Earl.
Elite Hearing Centers of America. From hearing problems to hearing solutions.
Clap your hands and stomp your feet. Time now for the Village's Entertainment Beat.
I'm Natalie, here with your Entertainment Beat. Today I'm sharing our lineup for our country and folk music fans, and you'll want to mark your calendars for this. This week, Village's resident performer group Divas is presenting Country Divas at Savannah Center, where you can enjoy your favorite country artists sang by Central Florida's country singers on September 30th. Next month, country star Clint Black will be at the Sharon playing his hits like A Better Man, Where Are You Now, When My Ship Comes In, and more. That'll be October 6th. Celebrate the life and legacy of Jimmy Buffett with Land Sharks, the Jimmy Buffett Tribute Band. This band will come to Savannah Center November 3rd to visit the music that has reached fans across the globe. Coming up November 30th, Croce Plays Croce will be at Savannah Center with Jim Croce's son, AJ Croce, where he'll play his biggest hits like Time in a Bottle, which was written by Jim specifically for his son. American country band Lone Star will be at the Sharon on December 7th to revisit their top 10 charting songs along with some of their other rock-edged hits. And finally, be sure to book your tickets now to enjoy folk songs like The Sound of Silence, Bridge Over Troubled Waters, and Mrs. Robinson in the Simon and Garfunkel Story, coming to the Sharon on February 8th. Tickets for all these events are available online at thevillagesentertainment.com, at box office locations, or over the phone. That's your Entertainment Beat, and I'll see you next time.
With the release of the Enrichment Academy's Fall-Winter course catalog earlier this month, residents got the opportunity to learn more about the 400 classes being offered during a Learn and Grow Expo held at Rohan Recreation.
We have over 60 instructors participating and showcasing all the wonderful, exciting opportunities that are starting in October. We do have quite a few new classes and courses coming up, from culinary to history. We have some puzzle game class, some new music. We have a wonderful lineup of speakers coming. It's actually our largest selection of speakers. A variety of different topics and lectures, from photography to the CIA to history and everything in between. We get some great feedback from this event. Somebody had once told us that it's like walking through a live catalog, meeting the instructors and learning everything about what the classes are to expect in the classes, and everybody gets ready to sign up first thing Monday morning.
You can register now for the new semester. Just pick up the new catalog from an at-your-service location or by visiting theenrichmentacademy.org. We just packed a lot of stories into just one show, and we hope you enjoyed seeing them once again. Have a great weekend.